Hello students, I am Sambhu sir and today I am presenting my first video for standard 9. Students, this is one of the most important topic that I am going to explain today. It is about scanner class. It is about scanner class. See, scanner class is the latest development in Java. Scanner class is the latest development in Java, and scanner class is basically used to input the data or values of different data types. We have a primitive data type that are totally 8 types. These are byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean and character. So first of all, know the few things about scanner class. The first, since it is the latest development in Java, it is available in either JDK version 1.5, 1.5 or above. It is available in the JDK 1.5 version or above, not below JDK 1.5. Second, it is available in the version BlueJ version 2.5 or above. These two things is very important. It is available in the JDK 1.5 or above. It can available in the BlueJ 2.5 or above. The scanner class cannot be worked below JDK 1.5 or below BlueJ 2.5. Next is, what is the use of scanner class? In previous class, that is in standard 8, in our Java program, we are doing our program like this: void display int x comma int y. So here int x and int y, using the x and using y, we are taking input. So this input process is called the parametric input process. But in this year, in standard 9, we will not use this process. We will use the scanner class in place of this process. So how we will use the scanner class? The scanner class is basically used few methods of scanner class. So suppose we have to input an integer value, or we have to input a float value, or we have to input a double value. So these all are different data types. It is integer, means only whole number. This is a float, means smaller decimal number. This is double, means large decimal number. So these are different types. Suppose we have to input char. This is a character, non-numeric value. It means these all data can be entered. Using different methods, and the methods which are used to input integer, float, double, char or string is called scanner method. These all methods are stored in a class, and that class is called scanner class. First of all, I will explain this functions of scanner class, methods of scanner class. That first method is next int. As I earlier given you the notes in which I have explained the definition, and that according to the definition, one thing that comes out, it is this next int function is used to input an integer value. Next int function is used to input an integer value. The actual definition is the method, this method means next int method is receives the next token from the scanner object, receives the next token from the scanner object and store it in an integer variable. Integer variable. To use this method, first of all we have to create a scanner object like this. Scanner object, any object, then new scanner, in the bracket you write system.in. This is the process to creating object of scanner class. The first of all we have to create the object of a scanner class. This is the object. Suppose scanner scr equal to new scanner system dot in. See, S is capital, here S is capital, and here in system S is capital. This is the name of object scr. Any name we can keep, scr, in. This is the name of object, just like a variable. Name of object. So first of all we have to create object of scanner class. After creating object, we will give a prompt to user like this: system.out.println enter a number. Enter a number because we have to input an integer value. And this when user entering a number, that number is an integer type, and that integer value we have to store in an integer variable. So we need an integer variable. That integer variable is x. X equal to scr. What is this? scr, and this is the object of scanner class. So write the object of scanner class, then dot, then the function name, next int. So in this way we will input and store an integer value. Same. Next function is next float. See, f is capital. Next float. So next float function is used to input an float value. Float means a small decimal or fractional value. So for that we have to create object. Similarly, like this, scanner scr equal to new scanner system.in. Again we will give a prompt to user system.out.println enter a number. This time the number that is entered by user is a decimal number, fractional number. So to store the fractional number or to store the decimal number, we have to declare a variable of float type. Float x is equal to scr. This is the object of scanner class, scr dot next float. Next float. This way we will use enter a float value. Next is next double. Third one is next double. Next double is used to input a double type value. For that we have to create a scanner object like in the same way. Like this, scanner scr equal to new scanner system.in. This is the first line that we have to do. Okay, object, we will give prompt to user system.out.println enter a number. This time we are entering number of a double type. So we need a double type variable to store it. Double x equal to scr dot next double. scr dot next double. Okay. This way we will input a double type value. Similarly, next function is next long. This function is used to long type value. Long type means a large integer number, like mobile number of a user. It is a large number. So to store a large number, we need a next long function. So similarly, we will create object for scanner class in this way. Then we will give prompt to user, like enter a number. And this time, since we are storing a long value, we need a long variable. We need a long variable like this. Long x equal to scr. This is the scanner object. Next long. Okay. Now, next is what is the next function is or next method is only next. Next function is next. So next and this after next we have used next line function. So these two methods are used to input strings. Strings means a group of character. Definition of string is one or more than one character enclosed within a single double quotes like this. Suppose A, B, C. These are the group of character or any word. Okay, the enclosed within double quotes. So these are called the string. Basically, next or next line function is used to input strings, that is words. So what is why two functions are here? So one function next is used to input words only, and next line function is used to input a sentence. Okay, if we are trying to use next function to use or accept a sentence, the next function will accept only the first word of the sentence, while the next line function, it is used to store the complete sentence. The format of using next or next line function is the same. First of all, we have to create scanner object. After creating scanner object, we will give prompt to the user like this: enter a word. For word, we need a string variable, string x equal to scr dot next. Similarly, if we will use this function to input a sentence, enter a sentence. Sentence is also a string type. It is also a group of alphabets. String y equal to scr dot next line. Means clearly you try to understand, next is used to input a word and next line is used to input a sentence. If we will try to input a sentence using function next, it will only store the first word of the sentence. Now the next part is how we will use these all in our program. So let I am giving you an example. An example question is, write a program to input two numbers and display their sum. Write a program to input two numbers and display their sum. So first of all, see the steps. First of all, we have to write import space java.util.scanner. Import space java.util.scanner. Then what is the use of this line? Import is a keyword. Import is the keyword, and this keyword is used to importing a class, importing a package from the library of Java. So this keyword import is used to import the package util along with the class scanner. The import is a keyword which is used to import a package util along with the scanner, class scanner. So every time when we are writing a program, we have to write this line at above class declaration. Okay, after this class, any name, sum, then method to calculate sum of two number void display. First of all, we have to write this line, and this line we will write above the date declaration of class, and inside a method, this is a method, inside a method we have to create a scanner object. So scanner scr equal to new scanner system dot in. This is the scanner object scr. Now give a prompt to user so that user can clearly understand what they have to enter. Println, enter a number. Okay, that number 1 is entered in a x equal to scr dot next int, because this time we are entering an integer value. The second number is stored in a y. Similarly, scr dot next int. Okay. Now, since we have to create the sum, so we need a variable to store the result of sum, that is x plus y, s equal to x plus y. The sum is stored in variable s. We will print the s. This is the basic format of a program using scanner class. So scanner class is basically used to input the values. Scanner class is basically used to input the values. So we are entering two number of integer type, one is x, one is y, using scanner class. So the format is this. First of all, we have to import the package. This is the name of package. Import, this is blank space, import space java.util.scanner. Here s is capital. Import space java.util.scanner. Inside the class, inside a method, we will create a scanner object. After creating scanner object, we will give a prompt to user. Suppose enter a number, enter a value like this. Enter a number. When a user entering a number, that number is stored in x and y. We will calculate the sum, and sum is stored in s, and we will display the sum using this line. So these are the steps to using a scanner class. See the video, try to understand. In the next video, I will start nested if. Nested if. Thank you.